is Black History Month, and Donald Trump decided to host a Black History Month event at the White House. I know. And a lot of people online were just like, oh my God, he decided to go through with that. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but some people were pretty shocked. Some people were surprised that he was having a Black History Month event because of everything that's come out, right? Like, there have been, people removing Black History Month from the calendars, like Juneteenth. Like, there was a list of all these holidays that were, I guess, to be no longer recognized. So people were kind of surprised that he did this. And I want you to hear what he said, because there's something he does acknowledge here. And there's also some surprises. I was very surprised to see Tiger Woods there. Not because it's Donald Trump, but because when I was growing up, I remember Tiger Woods said that he wasn't Black. So I don't know what's happening. But I was very, very surprised to see Tiger Woods there. But listen to what Donald Trump said here. I want to go ahead and bring this in. And then I also want to tell you what he said his plans are. And I got a couple of extra tips too, because I got some tips to get. Like, I have to be fair, right? When Joe Biden did certain things and I said, listen, we need more for the Black community, I got to be fair with both. And some things are nice, but does it really help improve the Black community? So listen to what he says here.
My first administration, one of my first meetings, there wasn't this large a crowd, Tiger. We had about 5 people in the front. We had maybe five Black people right in the front, right about there. I said, is anybody else coming? Is this it? Are we open? I don't even think Tim Scott, I know Turner wasn't there. I don't think Tim Scott was there either. I'm not sure.
So does everybody hear what he just said? He's talking about that in 2016, even Tim Scott didn't appear at this, right? And he said there's probably like 5 people there for that. Now, obviously, there's a lot more people. That goes to show you again how he increased his support with Black voters. I didn't know that. I thought it was kind of funny Tim Scott wasn't even there. Here we go.
But that's all changed, and we got the highest vote, and one of the big reasons I'm president today is because of the Black vote, and I always appreciate it. So this is a very special time. It's Black History Month. We love you all. We're going to work with you. We're going to make America greater than ever before. We're going to do it together, and I want to thank you all for being here. It's an incredible honor, and to my great God.
So this part right here, did everybody hear what he said? He said he knows that he won, like he couldn't have done it without the Black vote. That the Black vote did help him win. So here's my proposal. Or maybe I should save that for the end. I'll save that for the end. I'll come back with my proposal. But hold that thought in your head, what he just said about how because of you, see, remember this now.
Golfing friends, I want to thank them in particular because they really are. They make a lot of money. They don't have to be up here with me. Tiger doesn't have to be here. Adam doesn't have to. They don't need this, but they love you and they love our country. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so that was part of what Donald Trump said there on Black History Month for that event there. And there were quite a number of people there. I think Judge Joe Brown was also there, I think, as well. But then Tiger Woods also comes up to the stage again. I was very, 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 very surprised to see Tiger Woods there. Very, very surprised. Listen to this.
Would you want to just say a couple of words, Tiger? He doesn't. He's much more comfortable. Tiger.
Hey, it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be here with you, Mr. President, and to be on the road here with all of you. Thank you so much.
What happened the Tiger Woods face. When I saw this video, I said, that's not the Tiger Woods I used to know. I wonder if, not like I knew him personally, but Tiger looked like he'd been through hard times, right? You guys remember Tiger got arrested, and like, I noticed that this was another thing too. Even though Tiger said he wasn't black, which he said that would be erasing his mom. I understand that, right? Because obviously his mom is not black. But when Tiger Woods was arrested, guess what they wrote his race as on that police report? Black. They did. But Tiger looked like he went through he going through some hard times, but he was there.
Here with you, Mr. President, and to be on the road here with all of you. Thank you so much.
So some people lost their minds when they saw that Tiger Woods was there. Some people were like, oh, that's sellout and da-da-da. All kind of names were being thrown. And honestly, when you think about it, though, I don't know about you guys, but I never knew what Tiger Woods' political ideology was. And I didn't really care. You know, I don't even watch golf. So there just seemed to be this assumption that because he was, a man of color, that his dad is black, that he would not be a Republican or a Trump supporter. And some people that voted for Donald Trump aren't even Republicans, right? So it's interesting how people are willing to make that assumption. Now, Donald Trump did announce a plan that he has. Now, he has this plan where he wants to create a National Garden of American Heroes. And I was kind of surprised at some of the names that were listed here. Kobe Bryant, MLK Jr., Frederick Douglass, Jackie Robinson, Harriet Tubman, Muhammad Ali, Rosa Parks, Billie Holiday, Coretta Scott King, Aretha Franklin. Two that I was surprised by. Number one, Muhammad Ali. Because let's keep it real. Muhammad Ali, said, F you to the U.S. government. I'm not going to go fight your war in Vietnam. Didn't he? Right? Muhammad Ali is the total opposite of what you would say is someone who's patriotic. Muhammad Ali said, F the system. He said, no way. So I'm surprised he was listed on there. And then another one that I'm surprised by, Aretha Franklin. Did you guys know that the FBI investigated Aretha Franklin? Yeah, they were coming after Aretha. And all she wanted was some damn respect. That's all she wanted. RESPECT. That's all she was asking for. So obviously these are people that are no longer alive. And then some people were surprised Kobe Bryant. The other ones I'm not surprised by, but Kobe Bryant. But I want you to hear what he said here. This was pretty interesting.
Under the executive order I signed last month, this new beautiful outdoor statue park, it's going to be a statue park. It's going to be unbelievable. We're picking the final sites now. It's between various states that want it very badly. We'll honor hundreds of our greatest Americans to ever live, including countless Black Americans, icons. The garden will predominantly feature incredible women like Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Billie Holiday, Aretha Franklin, and Coretta Scott King. And I will showcase it will be something very extraordinary. It's going to be we're going to produce some of the most beautiful works of art in the form of a statue from men like Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, Jackie Robinson, what a great athlete that was, Martin Luther King Jr., Muhammad Ali, he's not a bad athlete. What do you think, Muhammad? Not too bad. And the late Kobe Bryant. People love Kobe Bryant. And we're going to save Tiger Woods for another time. That's all that I can. I'm sorry. During Black History Month, we pay tribute to these heroes and to so many others, but not simply because they're Black heroes, but also because they are truly American heroes who inspire all of us, very much so.
Did you hear what he said? Right? So here's my question.
Feature incredible women.
And I'm going to say the same thing that I said when Biden was president, right? Because we want to be fair. The park, the national, African American heroes park or garden that he's talking about, that's nice. But I'm going to say the same thing I said when Biden was president. When Biden said, oh, we're going to make Juneteenth a federal holiday, I was like, that's nice. But it doesn't change the material conditions for the Black community. So I'm not here to tell you it's a bad thing, but it's not a game changer. This is a time where Black leaders, and not Al Sharpton, where Black, I'm sorry, I got nasty with that part. Because some people just think, not Al Sharpton. But this is where a time where Black leaders in the community, this is the time when they should reach out to the Trump administration. And this needs to go both ways. Reach out. There should be some collaboration there and work something out and figure something out about what's going to actually help the Black community. Now, for me, I would say reparations would be the ultimate. That would be the ultimate thing. Sit down, have a conversation about that. I don't think Trump is going to do that, but you still bring it to the table. What did I tell you guys? When you're trying to negotiate something, you always over ask. You never ask for exactly what you want. So you ask for reparations and a whole bunch of other shit too. And then you'll get some of those things, but you're not going to get all of it. So if you just go to the table and say, Donald Trump, we want reparations. That's what we want. That's it. And if he says no, then what? Because I don't think he's going to do that. Then what? So you come to the table with a list of things, okay? A list of things. My dad taught me how to do this, when I was growing up. Never, always over ask. Always over ask. So to Donald Trump, the garden, that's nice, but that doesn't change the material conditions of the Black community. You should go and sit down with Black communities and ask Black people what is needed, right? And not just those who voted for you, not just those who support you, but you need to sit down and have those conversations and ask what is needed. Black communities, that being said, you have to be open to that. You can't just say, oh, I don't want to have the conversation because you're a Republican. I don't want to have that conversation because you're Trump. No, fuck that. Donald Trump is still a businessman. So if this is the time, this is what I'm trying to tell people. All the begging and pleading that went to Joe Biden, when Joe Biden sat down with those civil rights leaders and Joe Biden said, now's not the time. I'm always here to tell you now is the time. So they said no under Biden. Biden told them no. You don't stop. You don't stop asking. So Biden's not president anymore. Go ask Donald Trump. He likes to negotiate with people, right? He likes making deals. Go try to make a deal. Get something while you can. Try to get something. That's what I would say. And it's not just Black communities. It's other populations that are doing this as well. They're like, okay, let's see what we can get. Everybody is going and trying to ask for something, right? So just keep that in mind. I really don't want people to sit back and just say, it's not even worth me trying to ask for anything because I'm not a Republican and he's not going to want to talk to me, or they're not going to want to deal with me because I'm Black or I live in a Black community and da-da-da-da. You don't know what's going to happen. That's what I'm saying. Let's go try. There's been another times when I have gone into situations already feeling defeated. And I got to tell you, nothing good comes from that. Nothing good's come from that. Let me ask you a question. Every time you had a job interview and you walked in, did you know you was going to get the job? Well, I guess if you knew somebody, probably. But other than that, did you know you were going to get the job? No. So there's nothing wrong with asking. And if the answer is no, then now you got your response. and you can move on and organize in other ways. But I'm saying, he giving out stuff. I'm like, ask. Joe says, not ask, demand hard. There you go. Like this, I'm trying to tell you guys, they are allowing independent media to come into the White House for the press conferences. We couldn't do this under Biden, right? Like, I think the furthest they got was the State Department ones. You can go into the State Department press briefings. So like Max Blumenthal has been to those. Ryan Grimm has been to those. Sam Husseini has been able to go to those. But this is the first administration that's allowing independent media to come into the White House. So if you're doing independent media and you're in DC, whether you're Republican, Democrat or not, you need to take advantage of that opportunity. You don't know who the next administration is going to be. So let's say Republicans lose in 2028 and Democrats win, and whoever that is, you don't know they're going to allow you to do that. Take advantage of it while you got it. That's how I see it. Skylar says, I'm finna go up to the White House with a goodie bag like I'm trick-or-treating. I'm just saying, like, ask. All you can do is ask. And then look at it this way. You ask, they say no. Now you got it on record. That's how I see it. But he is not, that's okay. That's nice, but that doesn't really change things for the Black community. Same thing I said under Joe Biden's presidency. So that's, to me, that's virtue signaling. And I've talked about this before. Black people need homes. Black people need jobs. Do you guys know that in 2053, it is predicted that Black wealth is going to be $0? And what are we doing? So come on. The door is open. Go walk in that motherfucker. Break it down if you have to. I say at least ask. Nothing wrong with asking. And then you got these issues, right? So there were a lot of Black people there. And I believe this is Sharice Lane. She took a photo of all of them that were at the White House. Now, this woman, I believe the woman right here, with her hair up in a bun and the curlies coming down, she's the one that was in Chicago, and she had confronted Mayor Brandon Johnson multiple times about what was happening there with the immigration issue in the Black community. So these people look at this and like, oh, these are just people that just voted for Donald Trump. Some of these people are activists and organizers who had been asking the Democratic Party to meet their demands, and they wouldn't do it. That's how they went over to Donald Trump. I know, because I saw the stories. I saw the videos over and over. So Roland Martin saw this picture, and he referred to these people, he referred to them as the help. Now we need to have a conversation. The help. Why? Because they not there for the Democratic Party? Sonny Johnson. I think Sonny used to work with Fox News at one point, right? Sonny Johnson put it very well. Always remember, they are not pro-Black, they are pro-Democrat. Disgusting, Unc, but keep going. It looks good on you. And this is where I have to agree with Sonny. Sonny is right here. What the hell is Roland doing? And I'd like, this is why I keep telling you it's a cult. This is why I tell you it's a cult. They came to the Black History Month event at the White House. Yeah, a lot of them supported Donald Trump. So what? They're still Black, just like you, Roland. Look at what are we doing now? What are we doing? So now this is what we're doing. Now we're going to go attack other Black people who we share the same issues that we have to go through. They're still Black like you, but because they didn't support the Democratic Party, they're now referred to as the help. This is why I continue to tell you guys that it's a cult. Because if it's about being pro-Black, what is the problem? You may not share the same political ideology with them, but if it's about being pro-Black and caring about the Black community, what is the problem? Because let me tell you something. Black people have been leaving the Democratic Party. They're leaving. I don't see Black people signing up to join the Democratic Party. Black people are leaving the Democratic Party. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in the box to the left. So that's what's happening. But the cult theatrics, this is so stupid. Stupid. And I'll use the example with Roland Martin and the influence that he has and the name recognition that he has. If I was Roland Martin, maybe you should have went to that event and made some demands. Because I didn't see you make no demands to Kamala Harris. I ain't see you make no demands to Joe Biden. But maybe you should have went to that event and called his bluff and made some damn demands. No, you sit back and you're yelling back from your couch, calling the people who did go there to help, who are Black just like you. One more request that I have for Donald Trump. It has been 60 years today since Malcolm X's assassination. I know that Donald Trump said that they're trying to release the files of MLK and JFK. But please release the files of Malcolm X. His family is demanding it. Here they are here, 60 years after his assassination, Malcolm X family is calling on Trump to declassify all government files related to his murder. You can hear them here. This is one more to add.
We formally request that the president declassify Malcolm X files. I do not have information about whether a deep state is in existence of the day. That is beyond me. But based on what we have learned in investigating these claims for our lawsuit on behalf of Malcolm X's estate, we are confident that these records will show that there was a deep state in the 1950s and the 1960s with J. Edgar Hoover at the helm that targeted American citizens, and specifically they targeted African American leaders.
Yeah, J. Edgar Hoover also. Remember, they targeted Fred Hampton as well. So this is, again, a request of Malcolm X's family to declassify his files as well. And sometimes I wonder, like, what would Malcolm X say if he were alive today? He would probably, what would Malcolm X say if he met Roland Martin? What would Malcolm X say if he met Roland Martin? It would probably be like, see, the fox is sneaky. Don't know if it's coming. The wolf, you can tell. I don't know. It would be interesting if those leaders were still alive today. Maybe we would have a different world, right? Maybe we'd have the country would be very different if they were still alive today. But those are my requests. Again, like I said, the garden, that's nice, but it doesn't change things for the Black community. And there is, again, like I said, a huge concern to what is happening to the decline of Black wealth. 2053 is predicted it will be at $0. So especially for those of you who voted for Donald Trump, I didn't vote for Donald Trump. For those who are new, I did not vote for him. I didn't vote for Kamala. I voted for Jill Stein. I prefer neither one of these two parties. But if you voted for Donald Trump and you are Black, you better go demand something besides a garden. I don't think you have anything to lose with that. Like I said, don't forget, Joe Biden told those civil rights leaders, now is not the time. So what do you guys think about this particular event? I feel like if he didn't have a Black History Month event, I feel like Democrats would have complained. So he does, but he does have a Black History Month event and Democrats still complain. So I don't know. I don't know. But we not buying the garden. I'm not buying that. That's not enough. That is not enough. There needs to be more than that. And obviously, like I said, Black people need homes. Black people need jobs. Like, that's nice for the garden, just like Juneteenth federal holiday was nice, but it doesn't really change anything for the community. So something to keep in mind. Hey guys, this was a Sabby clip. If you like what you saw, hit that like button and subscribe.